Hi guys, this is Donda with Double S Auctions. Just going to walk you through the auction that we've got coming up on Sunday. So I've done a couple of live videos through Facebook Live today. This is Friday. Hey, get out of the way. We're not eating. She smells the beans in there, I guess. I just let the dogs out of their pen, so they are really ready to get out of here today. But it's Friday evening and excuse me, they've been here all day, but I wanted to walk through this real quick to show you guys what's here. I know today's a very scary time, and I know that there's a bunch of Wilton cake pans in there. I know that it's very hard for people to trust to be outside in public, and so I just wanted to talk to you guys about what is coming up at the auction and also what we've put in place to protect you guys. I'm trying to do this and talk to you at the same time, so this is going to be fun. But we've got a scheduled pickup day, and I've got Monday right now on the schedule. If we do not have a times on Monday that you can make, just let me know, and we can schedule it for Tuesday as well. So we're going to try to keep the people in the building to a minimum of about 6 people per 30 minutes. So hopefully, if you're here, you can get in and out of here in 30 minutes when you pick up your stuff. So we do have times allowed all day on Monday that hopefully you can find a time slot where you can sign up. And this video right here, I'm going to post on YouTube tonight after I get out of here and go eat some supper. And then I'm going to post it on YouTube. So I can send this into an email. And if you couldn't make the preview because you didn't want to get out in public or you just couldn't make it today, at least you can kind of see what we've got going on here and what we've got in the auction. So it gives you an idea on size. If for some reason you guys have some questions, just call me. I'll be on my phone all weekend. So if you've got any questions, I can run back up here and check things out for you, or I can answer questions. A lot of these questions I can answer without having to be in front of the piece. So I did have one thing I wanted to look at. Someone told me, and I just remembered this. Someone told me that this violin had a name on it. And I don't see it. Maybe you guys know more about violins than I do. And so, I think they may have been looking at the case. There is a name on the case, but I don't think the violin's got the name on it. And I'm not even sure that there's a name on this. They may have been looking at a different violin. I don't see a name on it. Okay, so back to the preview here. So we're going to go through this. Sassy and Spike are ready to get out of this joint. So I'm just going to run through here and show you what we've got. Like I said, this is all stuff that's coming up in the sale on Sunday at 3 o'clock. And for those of you that couldn't join us, of course, I understand that you couldn't be here. It's hard. It's very hard to trust to be out in public right now. And there's no easy answers. And we don't really know for sure what we should be doing as far as having auctions, not having auctions. But you know what? We're going to try to limit people's contact. And we've got cleaning supplies here so you can clean. I mean, as far as just your hand sanitizers, we've got hand sanitizers here. And then we're going to limit to 6 people, every 30 minutes. So hopefully you could just run in, pick up your stuff, and get out without making too much contact with people. If you're sick, please don't come. We don't want you. We don't want you here. So I have a cough. I'm just had a tickle on my throat. But if for some reason that you're not feeling good, please reschedule. We will reschedule you for a different day. If we need to leave the stuff here for a couple of days, we can do that as well. We'll just call us and we'll run the card, and I will not be charging you storage fees on anything within reason. Now, we can't store the furniture. There's just not enough room. But if you're storing some of this other stuff, because you can't make it in for the COVD, not just because you don't want to come. Okay, guys, don't abuse this. We've got limited room. Some people don't want to come because they'd rather not show up. But if you're actually in fear or you have immune compromised and you want the pieces but you can't pick them up on Monday, I will understand and make some exceptions for a few people, but do not abuse the situation. Okay, guys? Simply because we don't have room to store it. We are so full right now. We're full to the gills. We appreciate your business so much. But keep in mind that we are a small house and we're doing the best we can with our limited space. There's a lot of things here for kids. So if you've got kids at home or you've got grandkids that are now stuck at home and not going to school, we have got a ton of stuff for them. We've also got a lot of stuff for crafters in this one as well. And so there's a nice little desk and a cute table. Look at that top. Isn't that cool top? Looks like a river. Love it. And got a beautiful rocker. It's not a walker. It's a rocker. All right, yeah, I'm going a little bit crazy today. So, like I said, it is late in the evening. So it's about 7 o'clock on Friday night. Okay, so I'm walking through these very quickly. And this set here, this is a project piece set. Obviously, if you look at the top needs work. The drawers need work. Somebody needs to sand this baby back to its original finish. One of the drawers has got a piece off of it there. This is definitely a project piece, but it's got really good bones. So if you're needing a project to take your mind off getting stuck at the house, this one is it. Beautiful. I know that the bed is usually, we don't sell them with the mattresses, but this came from a really clean estate and really nice mattress set that is there with it. And the buyer and the bidder and the winner can take the set. Now here is a set for the file cabinets. These cabinets are full, okay? And what they're full of is patterns. So the lady's estate that had this, she was quite the painter, and there's all kinds of patterns after patterns after patterns of painting. And so we went ahead and left those in there. They're not actually in the description, but they're in there to where if you see this from the video, we will let you take them if you want them. If you don't want them, you can leave them with us. And we've got people that do buy from us that love painting, so we'll donate them for you. So however you want to do that, you don't have to take them if you don't want to. But we've got some really cool pieces here. And you know what? I forgot to turn that radio off again. So I'm going to run do it real quick. We're going to skip for a second. I'm going to go turn this radio off. Because turns out Facebook and YouTube get really pissy when you play music you're not supposed to have access to in the background. Yeah, it's a thing. They locked me down on Facebook the other day when I was doing a Facebook Live. And YouTube doesn't like it either. So we got the radio turned off. So now you have to listen to me go on and on and on. Okay, so look at this monster painting. Isn't that beautiful? That is a beautiful piece. And I believe it's an original. It's signed by artist, I don't know, J.R. Farr, F-A-R-R. Now it looks like the matting around it has got some water damage, but the painting itself does not. So that is a neat piece. Beautiful little tractor seat chairs. Now this is a huge piece. This is way over my head. So I'm holding the phone up way over my head so you guys can see how tall this thing is. Probably, I don't even know. I'm 5 foot and it's a couple foot over me. So what is that, 7, 8 foot tall? There are 4 different arms to it. It does need some repairs. So there's more Wilton cakes. There's all kinds of different figures. So we're about lot 155. So if you're wanting to look at the descriptions and see some of the different pieces, there's reloading stuff there. There's tools. There's what we thought was a hookah. I don't know anything about that stuff, but there's pieces of it there for you. A lot of painting supplies and fabric. I don't know if you guys saw this, but I just shared something on our Facebook page about how they're making masks for nurses with fabric. So that's kind of a neat deal. So if you guys have got some fabric and you want to help out the nurses in your area, you can make masks for nurses. This is actually, looks really bad in the back there, but that's all boxes and stuff that came in with an estate that we've got to get cleaned up. Okay, so we got guitars. We've got lots of guitars in this one. So if you are liking your guitars, See, this is all kinds of dishes and looks like a camp stove. There's musical instruments in there. We've got DVD players, we've got DVDs, we've got action figures, some Fiesta ware. This guy is a brand new roaster, still in the box. Pots and pans. Enamelware. That's for your smokers. More kids stuff. Like I said, if you've got kids at home, this is a perfect time. There is some reloading as well. This is a perfect time to get them involved in some of these projects, guys. We've got tools, and ice cream maker, medical supplies, stuff for painting rags and painting books, and some landscaping lights and some home improvement. So time for home improvement. You've got all kinds of projects that you need to get done. There's some shelves that need to be painted. We can hook you up with home improvement projects, tools, and paints, and toys. Oh my. Lots of different options. Lots of reading material. Like I said, we have quite a few things in this. More medical supplies, a big printer. Now this is one piece of a set. The dogs act like they want to go outside. They're not going to get to, but this is one piece of a beautiful set that came in. It is nice heavy wood, not any breaking on it. It looks in really good shape. So there's the dresser. We've got an oxygen machine here. And I'll show you the rest of that set. Spike, we're not going outside, buddy. There's the bed, the headboard, and the footboard. There's 2 nightstands here that match it as well. And then I think there's a highboy dresser on the other side. So we'll get to that in a minute. But there's some really neat pieces. There's an old Philco radio, a beautiful roll top desk. And we'll put that down so you can see it in its beautifulness. Beautiful roll top desk. Nice roll around cart, 3-tiered cart there. This is a nice, it's a faux vintage record. It has the lights that come on, but I don't know about the other pieces of it. I don't know. There's a CD player and a cassette player. I don't know if all those work. We couldn't test them. I don't know if we couldn't. We didn't test them. So I do know the lights worked. They plugged the lights in, so the lights work. Here's a futon frame. Say that twice. Really, really fast, because it's like crazy. It's a futon frame. Anyway, there's a nice futon frame. A metal frame there. A nice little kitchen cart. And then the highboy dresser there that matches that set on the other side. So that's a nice little set. There's also an exercise bike here. So for those that are stuck in the house and need to exercise, we got you, we got you, we got you. Okay, so there you go. And so you have no excuses now not to exercise, right? Really nice set. Looks like it could use some refinishing though. Looks like somebody set a paint can down there. So those need to be refinished, but that's an easy fix, especially with time on your hands. Got a beautiful bench and chair for the kids. And a nice refrigerator. This came out of a working house, and really nice refrigerator. That's a nice set. We've got a lot of amps to match those guitars that are running around here. A stainless steel coffee pot by Cuisinart. So there's all kinds of really nice pieces here. A massager, looks like there's some figurines. Some painting projects there, canning. These are all cleaning supplies in this tote, along with some packing blankets. This table is a bistro height table, and some chairs that go well with it. They're just a pair of chairs. They're sold separately. They do not match necessarily, but some vintage gas cans and water coolers. The lady that says, whose estate that has all this crafting stuff is actually a really good painter. She painted some of these pieces that you see on these. She did a really nice job. So there's more Fiesta and toys, more tie-down straps. There's some blue, this is weird, it looks like they've been moved around, but there's some blue dishes down here that are the plastic dishes back from the 70s. So they would be perfect this time, during this time frame. There is a lot of things that you need for school here, a lot of paper and products and looks like tape and scissors and pencil boxes. So you could get everything that you need to help the kids through school that you're going to be homeschooling at the house for a while. Some nice dressers. There's a projector in there as well as the Wi-Fi. There is a bicycle and a little scooter, as well as a small outdoor table. There's, excuse me, a nice upright light. There are some card tables back there that looks to me like they were using for painting. They were doing some painting and stuff in there. I don't know what you're chewing on, dog, but you better quit it. Okay, so we're flipping around here to our next section. Just so you know, we're right about lot number 314. So if you're keeping track, there's an old okay, say that for me. Toledo. Toledo scale. Yeah, it's been one of those days. There's some multi-tools there. You can see the guitars in the background there. A nice little drone. There's some neat bowls here that have been painted. Should have left them like that so we could have seen them. There's tattoo basics along with some tattoo machines. There's skates. There's all kinds of skates in this one. Don't ask me why, but there are. There's all kinds of skates, skateboards, some nice kitchen knives, reloading, and some toys. In this, there's a carpet bag full of all knitting needles. There's a ton of needles in there. So if you are into knitting, a lot of amplifiers. If you're into knitting or crafting or something along those lines, this is an aluminum tree. More medical supplies. And more crafting supplies there. So you can use it for painting projects. We've got a lot of stuff for painting projects. So if you're needing some stuff for the kids to do, this would be a perfect opportunity. Now, this whole thing is full of shovels and brooms and rakes and all kinds of different shovels, flat nose, round nose, big brooms. So if you have any outdoor stuff that needs to be done, we can cover you with that. A lot of Xbox games. There's not an Xbox controller in here, but there's a lot of accessories, including the Kinect, and I think this is the motion, and then there's some controllers as well. A lot of tools, a lot of toys, more tools, and decor, and kids' toys, and painting. A lot of paintbrushes, and paint, and more paint. DVDs, lots of movies and games. We got a 5-disc player, as well as looks like a DVR. That's what it says, HD DVR. Let's see, ratcheting straps, kids books, painting books. So those are all decorative painting, toll painting books, as well as painting projects. And a whole box of towels. Towels. Okay, we've got more toys. I know you guys are probably getting sick and tired of my voice, but this is 19 minutes in, and I know that there's other things that you probably want to be doing, but if you're interested at all in looking at some of this stuff, or if you have any questions, this is a whole box of brand new t-shirts. So brand new t-shirts and all different sizes. So if you want to do any painting on t-shirts, puff paint, that kind of thing, more pencils and pens and all kinds of crafting, more kids games and kids movies, kids toys and blankets, cleaning supplies. Got some nice roll around carts here along with some bicycles. We've got a couple of sections of golf clubs. There's one here, and I think I ran by this one really fast, but there's some there as long as in weed eaters as well. The dogs have decided they need to follow me around this whole process. There's a toy box there in the corner, as well as some wooden boxes that need to be repainted for your child. It's a nice wooden box there with feet and handles. That's a huge cauldron there, a cast iron cauldron, as well as cast iron beds. A nice wooden box for storage. Some more beds. Guys, we've got a lot of things here that would really make your life easier with the kids this time of year. And keep in mind, this is Sunday. So this sale is going to be Sunday. It is going to be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Your pickup time, we're going to go ahead and turn this light off while we're back here. The pickup time is going to be the auction is Sunday at 3 o'clock. The pickup time is going to be Monday. Now, we are opening at 7:45 in the morning for elderly and immune-compromised people. Do not show up at 7:45 in the morning unless you need to. So 7:45 to 8:30 is open pickup for people that are either elderly or immune-compromised only. Now, if you're not immune-compromised or elderly and you show up, I'm sending you out the door. Okay? Because the appointment started at 8:30 and you need to sign up for a pickup appointment. And we can do the pickup appointments for you, and we can get those done. So 8:40 or 8:30, and I think I've got the last appointment at 6:30, maybe 6:30. So if we cannot get you in on Monday, we'll get you on Tuesday. If for some reason they completely lock us down and they don't let us travel, then we will definitely work with you on figuring out the next time that we can. So we have no control over what the city does or what the state does. So, you know, we'll just play it. We'll just live our life until they tell us we can't, right? So we're going to have an auction on Sunday. And Mondays are going to be pickup as long as the legal law allows it. Something changes, you'll be getting emails and texts from us. So you guys stay safe out there. If you've got any questions, I'm here for questions. Call the number for the auction house within normal business hours, like before 6 or 7 at the latest. And I'll be happy to help you Saturday, even Sunday. I think they went online for church, so we can pause that. And so if you have any questions at all before the auction, call me. If you have questions after the auction, call me. And just stay safe. So guys, from my house to your house, be safe, and I'll see you online. Thanks.